It became like secretive because, yeah, if you were looking at pornography, she was doing masturbation, you was sneaking off and doing it. So everything became secretive. So then like everything, like even when like dating, I never want anybody to know I was very secretive about stuff. So it always had all this like a little bit of extra like kind of taboo around it, I think. I don't even know what that means, but it was just like, you know, when things are in secret, it's you know, things in secret can be kind of uncomfortable. Things you're always trying to hide can be kind of uncomfortable.
That's right. And I think also that secrecy can lead to shame.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, if something's in secret, you're always worried somebody's going to find out about
That's
something.
right.
And I didn't have any positive like relationship with sex or no, like I didn't have any nobody told me nothing about it. It was just like your body, you change and then you're like dealing with it. And
I'm still waiting to get the birds and beats conversation from Dad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, they should just have a decent man that travels around the country helping just have the birds and the bees conversation.
Like a temporary rented dad to have the conversation with you when you're like 12.
Yeah, just like some wiener Santa or whatever he travels around, he pulls up, you know what I'm saying? Do it outside where it's in view of, where the Lord can see it. But anyway, you were going into a second part about
relationships,
how it affects relationships. And dude, I even remember like if I'd been like, you know, touching myself or whatever, or jerking off or whatever like that, then I would, you're right when you said it's like, it changed the amount of intimacy. Now it's like if my girl and I are going somewhere, maybe I wouldn't touch her elbow or like, you know what I'm saying? Or like give her a pinch or like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't create that energy. So a lot of that energy disappears. And that's the thing I think that we don't realize a lot. It's that little like that yin and yang, that whole thing that keeps like nature and society and really the future because of procreation, which keeps it all in balance, is this kind of tension, right? A romantic kind of like samba between like her aura and mine, and pornography like weakens that. And then you're right, people take into their head, like a woman will take in her head like, oh, something's wrong with me, or he thinks I'm not this way, or I can't do these things, which is you know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's a tough cycle. And I think a lot of it does fall on us men because we got to be stronger, you know? I'm not saying that I'm great at it or anything, but I do think that somebody's got to come to the rescue of us. And I think it has to be us.
Well, no one's coming to rescue us, right? You got to take accountability in your own life. But I think you really eloquently kind of laid out the dynamics that porn abuse can have in relationships.
Did I really?
You really did. That was really well said. And, you know.
Well, I feel bad about some of I feel like, dang, I wasted a couple relationships. I wasted some, and I wasted somebody's time, and I wasted like, and I didn't even know it. But yeah, some of that.
You know it now. The only way you learn and grow.
Yeah.
And, you know, what you often see when men abuse porn over time, they can lose attraction for their partners because they can't compete with porn. I mean, how unfair is that? Yes. Right? There could be less desire for romance. I'll say it again. Pornography abuse burns off the nerve endings of sensuality in relationships. Less touching, holding, kissing, caressing. So if I'm watching porn, you know, maybe I don't notice the waves in my wife's hair. If I'm watching porn, we hold hands less, perhaps. So pornography abuse can deaden the vibrancy of our partners, our wives, and our marriages. I mean, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, well, it dims the way you feel. For me, it dims the way I feel if I'm waking up.
That's right.
Like, my first thought sometimes is if I'd looked at pornography the day before, it's like, oh man, I wish I hadn't done that. I think I can not do it. You know, it's like, but you're always in this war, you know, it puts you always in like this battlefield.
It's like being hooked up to an IV drip of shame.